The night is finally here. It's Halloween. Now, first things first, I just want to thank everybody who has watched every single one of our daily videos this month. We see you in the comments, and we very much appreciate the dedication that you have for this channel. We thought we'd save some of the best footage for tonight, and in my opinion, the following ghost videos are some of the scariest ghost videos on the internet. They're not necessarily jump scares, but they are videos and images that cannot and have not been explained. So if you're on the fence of whether or not the paranormal exists, this could be the video that converts you. Now, in preparation for the best night of the year, if you haven't done this for any of the nights this month, you must hit those lights, sit back, and enjoy. The Haunting of Fife and the Drums at Gettysburg. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania is known as the site of the deadliest battle of the American Civil War, which took place in July 1863. Over the course of 3 harrowing days, tens of thousands of soldiers were killed, wounded, or went missing, leaving a profound impact on the landscape. Now, many locals and visitors believe that the lingering energy from this tragedy has never fully faded, resulting in numerous reports of hauntings and ghostly encounters. Over the years, the spirits of soldiers in both Union and Confederate uniforms are said to wander the old battlefield, the nearby woods, and even the streets of the town itself. People have claimed to see ghostly apparitions marching in formation, hear phantom gunfire and cannon blasts, or smell gunpowder wafting through the air. In some of the old homes, inns and buildings that served as field hospitals, visitors have reported mysterious footsteps, whispers, and fleeting figures in the dark. Many have experienced sudden cold spots, seen misty shapes appearing among the rocks, and heard the sound of restless spirit soldiers pacing the fields. So when we found this video, which was posted to YouTube several years ago by a user named MB1554, we found it particularly haunting. The poster visited the site in July 2011 and heard the eerie sound of fife and drums in the distance. At first they were certain it was reenactors and expected to find a group behind each clump of trees. However, after walking along Wheatsheaf Road looking for the source of the sound, they found nothing, and after 30 minutes of searching, they never saw a living soul. Take a look and listen. This piece of footage has received little attention, but those who have viewed it believe it's the best evidence of ghost residual energy from Gettysburg they've ever seen. Now, it's worth noting that this is the only video posted to this channel, and the user explained that they were not very tech savvy and needed their kids to help them upload the footage to YouTube, which we believe. With this in mind, we fully believe this video is genuine. Now, whether or not you can hear the sound of ghostly soldiers marching and playing their instruments is up for debate, but the footage certainly feels eerie, considering the history of the place. What do you think? And have you ever been to Gettysburg? If so, did you feel or see anything strange there? The Kitchen Poltergeist. Now we'll head to the kitchen for this one, and when you take a closer look, this alleged poltergeist activity is pretty damn strange. There is no information on this one, apart from the fact that we know it was uploaded to Reddit in November 2019, and that it was filmed in the United States. Take a watch of this. We know that many videos of this nature are often fake, and it's typically questioned why the camera is set up to film a random kitchen or doorway. However, if someone has been experiencing strange occurrences in their home, particularly in a specific area, then it makes sense to set up a camera to try and capture any paranormal activity. In this video, the main focus is the toaster. The creepy part is that it isn't even plugged in, and while the glowing effect could be achieved with a light inside, when the toaster falls to the floor, there is a visible spark or ember, suggesting that the coils inside the toaster are heating up. Now, this could potentially be accomplished with a battery-powered coil, but that seems like a lot of effort just to stage a video. We're not saying this is genuine poltergeist activity, but I think you'll agree, it's pretty unsettling. What do you vote this one? What's in the water? This creepy video made quite an impact when it was uploaded in 2018. It features a water tuber on the Isabella River canals in Puerto Rico and was recorded on July 8th of that year. As the woman passes under a bridge, you can hear her screaming, although she is unaware that something is chasing her at that moment. Upon reviewing the footage from that day, she is horrified to see what appears to be a ghostly figure chasing her underwater. Take a look. Commenters on the clip found it particularly eerie, with many believing it showed a corpse being swept along the river. Others speculated that it could be a ghost or a mythical creature. Now, some have pointed out that the flippers of a swimmer could be visible, suggesting that someone was intentionally swimming behind the woman, indicating that the video could have been a hoax. Now, since we have limited information about this clip, we find it pretty unsettling. What do you think's going on? The ghost of Freddy Jackson. On November 11th, 1918, when the armistice came into effect, a squadron portrait of the British Royal Air Force was taken at the HMS Daedalus training facility. Flight Lieutenant Victor Goddard, who later became an Air Marshal and World War II commander, displayed the photograph on a notice board to allow soldiers who wanted a copy to write their names below. An unusual phenomena was spotted in the photo. If you take a closer look at the fourth man from the left in the top row, you'll notice another head appearing next to his, despite no one standing there. Other World War I veterans claim that the face resembled Freddy Jackson, an air mechanic who had died 2 days before the photograph was taken, after accidentally walking too close to an airplane propeller. Ironically, Freddy's funeral took place on the day of the photo shoot. Now, the story of this image was first published in 1975 in Goddard's book. In Flight Towards Reality, Goddard revealed that experts thoroughly examined the image and concluded that it had not been manipulated. Now, it's important to emphasize that this photograph is as official as it gets. The photographer studio of Alexander Bassano, established in London in the 1850s, became one of the most significant studios in the country. Bassano himself was a prominent royal and high society portrait photographer in Victorian London. Although he retired in 1903, his brand remained popular throughout the century. Today, over 40,000 Bassano negatives are housed at the British National Portrait Gallery, which is likely where the original negative of the Goddard Squadron ghost photo is preserved. However, skepticism persists. For instance, if you compare the face of the supposed ghost to the soldier in front of it, many say they align perfectly, suggesting that it could be a simple photographic error. Additionally, the spectre appears to be going bald, while half of the soldier's forehead is obscured by his surface cap. Blake Smith, a journalist who investigated the origins of the story, could not find any records of Freddy Jackson or the propeller incident. The only relevant record was for Frederick William Jackson, who died of heart failure in an infirmary on October 30th, 1918, after being discharged in March of that year. Many believe this raises the question, how could the soldier have recognized Freddy Jackson if he does not appear in historical records? So although the background story is somewhat unclear, the photographer's reputation lends credibility to this image, and many still believe this is the Holy Grail. Godfather's Pizza Ghost. Customers at Godfather's Pizza in Ogden, Utah have experienced more than just a slice of pizza. They have encountered eerie, unexplained phenomena. Reports from both staff and guests describe a variety of paranormal activity, including a whistling poltergeist in the kitchen, sightings of full-bodied apparitions of a man, a woman, and 2 boys, a jukebox that mysteriously played music despite being unplugged, and a tile floor that inexplicably bulged up as high as 10 inches before leveling itself out. A later examination revealed nothing abnormal beneath the tile, and the concrete was intact. One of the most striking incidents involved fluorescent light bulbs that blew out of their boxes and smashed on the floor. The situation escalated to the point where Utah Paranormal Exploration and Research was called in to investigate. They discovered that the building had been constructed on an old pauper's field, a burial site for the poor, which may explain the presence of restless spirits lingering within. The investigation resulted in this photograph. The image was captured in 2000 by Mary Barentine, the general manager of the Paranormal Group. The misty apparition was visible to the naked eye for a few seconds as it appeared in the middle of the room. Many believe that this manifestation was the ghost responsible for the strange activity reported in the building. Today the restaurant is no longer in operation, and it's unknown if the building still experiences paranormal activity. I'd love to know if anyone visited this place back when it was open. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the Creepy Marathon month. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you soon.